Coach,
Good to
is
see
it
you.
the first time you've been here since 1991? And is it nice to be focused on a game instead of having flashbacks?
I always have flashbacks to 1991. Yeah, I'm that old. But happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. First of all, great holiday for all of us Irish people, and those who wish you were Irish. Good luck to you. No, it's a great environment. That was a great game. I think that was the first year Connecticut went to the Final Four. When I coached at Toledo, we got beat 81-80. And the two things I remember the most is the controversial ending or whatever, and the game ended, and we ate post game with the Connecticut players because there was no restaurant open after 10:30. So back then, he did those kind of things. We would never do that now, but this is a great environment. What Gino's done here is, I'm not smart enough to put it into words. So it's an honor to be here, and we're looking forward to playing and hopefully represent Iowa State the way we should and be a part of this great tournament.
Is it the first time you've been back?
Yes, sir. Yeah, first time been back since 1991.
Right here.
Coach Gino said this morning you guys had kind of talked. Can you share what that conversation was like?
Yeah, we just, the first thing I said to him was, obviously, congratulations in person. I've texted him when they won their 100 in a row, and I knew Gino before he was Gino. He was just a, slappy assistant like me. He was at Virginia and I was at Notre Dame, and we were all trying to work hard to do what we're doing. But a lot of times when I've had the pleasure, the time to talk to Gino, it's always about his family, my family. How you doing? I get to see him on the Nike trip. It's more that way, and then he always gets into his philosophy of life and how the tournament is run and not run and seedings and all that kind of stuff. But it's just I guess, a normal conversation. But he's always been very gracious to me. When I had my throat cancer issue, he sent me a very nice note, handwritten note. And he's a phenomenal basketball coach because he's just as good a person. And I'm honored to call him a friend.
Down in front.
Coach, how do you stop Syracuse's backcourt?
That's really hard. Peterson and Sykes are, as you mentioned, it's one thing to have experience. They have winning NCAA experience. The last NCAA game they played in was a national championship game, so I don't think the stage tomorrow is going to be too big for them. Obviously, you got to make them volume shooters. I think, as our kids mentioned, our offense can't be their offense. We got to keep them off the free throw line. They shoot a ridiculous amount of free throws. So, at the end of the day, when you look at the leading scoring backcourt in the country, it's the best backcourt we've played against by far. But I think the biggest thing for us is it's got to be team defense. You got to give up a few things here and there. You can't guard them all. So, and that's the great thing about this tournament is it's not a best 4 out of 7, 3 out of 5. It's one game, and you hope that they don't have monster nights, and you hope that your defense is solid and you control what you can. Take away the little stuff, and hopefully we can do that tomorrow.
In the back.
A couple questions about some individuals on your team. First, Emily Durr, she really closed the season well, and we saw that even in the KSU game, the Big 12 championship. Talk about her growth this season and what she means to this team right now.
I'm really proud of Emily. She's a junior, and it's kind of been in and out, up and down for her first 2 years, and even the start of this year. But I think the thing that's changed our team is her being in the starting lineup, her and TT's identified roles on our team. But Em is probably the player on our team that everyone likes the most, trusts the most. She has a balance between being kind of can hang with and talk to the older kids and help the younger kids. She's got a very even-keeled personality. She's a coach's kid, so she understands and loves the game. And I don't know. Obviously, she's excited to be here. Going to school in Iowa. Her family doesn't get to come a lot, so she was begging for tickets. So that'll be fun for her tomorrow. There'll be a lot of people here to watch her play. But very proud of her, and certainly, like I said, I think you can directly correlate the last 3 weeks of our season to what some of the things that Emily's done.
And another player who's seen improvement towards the end of the season, Heather Bovey. Talk about her growth throughout the season.
Yeah, Heather's one of those players that obviously is a fifth-year graduate transfer. is in a position that we really needed. We don't have a lot of depth inside. When Aaliyah got hurt early, we knew we were going to be thin there. But Heather's mature. Even though she hasn't played at Iowa State a long time, she's a mature player. She played at a high level at Vanderbilt. She understands the game. She plays the game. She's undersized but plays bigger than that. So she'll be a big part of the game tomorrow. I think if we have a chance to be successful, she's going to have to play well. And I think she's excited to be a senior and finish her career in the NCAA tournament. And I think she'll play well tomorrow.